Alright, like, click and subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. This movie's called Girls Revenge. After a sex video subjects her friend to mockery and bullying, a transfer student sets out to reveal the truth as campus secrets come to light. This movie came out last year. It's about an hour, 20 minutes long. It's one of those teen Taiwanese movies. Spoiler alert, let's get it. So here we have Young coming to school, and right next to her is a girl, Ren. Kids are bullying her for whatever reason. Then Ren finds out somebody put a condom in her desk. And here we have Chin. This is the third friend. She shows Young this video that's circling around. And it's with her friend Ren having sex with some dude. Now we're thinking to ourselves, who the fuck filmed this? So Young is trying to help her friend out. She goes to the principal and says, my friend's been sexually assaulted. Is there anything we could do about this? So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck happened? Like, how did we just get to this part? So after the credits roll, it was like 2 months earlier, and it shows that Young is first getting into the school. She gets into class, introduces herself and all that. She makes friends with Ren and Chan real quick. Later on, she's sitting by the balcony, and here comes this chick named Wang. And let me tell you, this chick is very disingenuous. She talks about working for the student body council. She always talking about helping everybody, but she's basically getting on people's nerves. She's trying to get her to get a cell phone. She's like, yo, you don't have a cell phone? Bottom line, she's just flat out annoying. Well, her friends come to help her out. See, Ren doesn't fuck with Wang anyway. They already got beef. Well, anyway, she needs to get a picture taken for a school ID, and this dude Chow's really trying to help her out. See, Chow's trying to get with Chun heavy, like he's been on her for a minute. Well, anyway, she goes to the bathroom. Here's Wang and her homegirls talking shit. They was putting somebody on blast. Here comes Ren looking like she want to smack the dog shit out of Wang. Yeah, she just doesn't like Wang, but Wang always tries to play it off like she tries to be friends with everybody or whatever. Like I said, Ren knows Wang is very disingenuous. Basically, she faker than a $3 bill. Have you ever seen a $3 bill? No, you haven't, because they don't exist. So in class, here we go again. And then Wang goes up to Young like she want to tell her something. I don't know what she whispered to her, but Ren's like, man, fuck that bitch. Don't worry about what she talking about. They go to this book club spot just to chill. And just when they chilling, here they come again, still trying to get her to get a damn cell phone. I think they really just want to keep tabs on them and shit. So before, I guess she had just lied to him about not having a cell phone because she's listening to music on her cell phone. And the dad gives it to her the next day before he goes to school. She's like, I don't want to carry it in school, but he's like, man, I gotta go on a trip, so just take this phone. And here comes Teo, real persistent on Young. You know he trying to get it. He's gonna make it happen. Back in class, here we go again. Yang all up on people and shit. She's like, alright, bitch, yeah, you caught me with a phone. Damn, like, relax. They scan each other's barcodes and all this shit. Should have been like, bitch, I don't fuck with you like that. Like, you scanning barcodes and all stuff and shit. I don't need you knowing my private messages. Well, anyway, they all go back to the cafe spot again. Here comes Teo spitting game once again. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get that ass. It's only a matter of time. Young's like, yeah, alright. And then they talk to this guy. He's chill. Like, he's part of a computer club. He don't have no friends either like that, so they roll with him. And then we got a montage of them doing friend shit. So Teo's supposed to be having a party coming up. He wants to come, but basically, like, yeah, you gotta come. I ain't hosting this party just for myself, you know what I'm saying? Just come on. She's like, I gotta study, but eventually she gives in. She's like, alright, I'll be there. She talks to her friends about it, like, yeah, we going to this party. If we get back to class, Wang talking shit again. But she says something to her that triggered something that happened to her in the past. Then we got a flashback about this girl getting picked on. They talked about a girl committing suicide from the last school Un came from. I'm like, what the fuck? Then they chill out at Ren's grandpa's store. They like, shit, we still trying to go to this party. Ren's alright, like, fuck it, let's get it. Later that night, they go to the party. Ren starts playing this card game with penalties as she's drinking. This nigga named Lou keeps eyeballing her and shit. While that's going on, Tao wants Young to come with her so he can get some more groceries and food for the party. She goes with him and tells her friends she'll be right back. Meanwhile, Ren's still playing a game of penalties, and the penalty is you gotta smash somebody if you have the right card or whatever card. She takes the condom and goes with Lou to the room. Meanwhile, after coming from the store, Tao's still trying to put the moves on Young. Then she tells him they can't date. She's only gonna be at the school for 1 month. I'm not really sure why she's bouncing around school so much. Maybe it has something to do with her father's job. But she kind of does like him for real, though. So now they get back to the party. And Un is like, where the fuck is everybody? Apparently, Lee and Ren are still in the back room. Un is like, yo, what happened? Chen's just sitting there looking with a dumb look on her face. So she busts through the back door. And Ren was just back there by herself feeling all types of fucked up. Where the heck Lee go? Everybody's taking photos when they come out. Wang over there fake trying to consult her or whatever like that. And then she smacked the shit out of her dumb ass. So if you don't get the gist of it by now, even though she went back there, she was drunk and basically sexually assaulted. And then we get back to the scene at the beginning of the movie where she's asking the principal for help. You know what I'm saying? And the school ain't doing shit because there ain't no proof and they think it's consensual. So Young goes up to Teo like, hey, did you know that dude Lee? He said no, but I don't know if she fully believes him. Their relationship ain't the same after that. They go to that little spot, but Ren hasn't been showing up. They try calling her, but she just stays there laying in bed. So after a little bit of time goes by, Chen starts hanging around Wang, and Yin's like, yo, what the fuck is all this? Chen never really explains herself. Then Chen blames Young for not being back at the party because she took too long. I know, she like, bitch, you was with her the whole damn time. So then Young goes to this computer guy and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna put together a full-fledged investigation on this shit. He's actually got a guy that was putting together video footage from the party. And he kept noticing how Wang and Lee kept throwing hand signals and looking at each other differently or whatever. Basically implying that they set Ren up for this to happen, but bottom line is they still need proof. So after doing some digging, they found out where Lee works at. She goes to confront him, but obviously he ain't gonna tell you he did it and shit. Then he tries to take advantage of her. But then dude comes out of nowhere and hits her with a skateboard. And then they get ghosts. But the thing is, they definitely know his location. Obviously, Un can't go back over there. A couple days later, they're tailing him and finds out he drives this red custom car. As they're putting stuff together, Young goes up to Wang to see if she confess. But you know she ain't confessing this shit. She even tries to ask the principal for help. But he don't think it's a serious matter either. Because once again, without proof, they think it was all consensual at the party. So she meets up in the classroom with niggas, and they got pictures of stuff that Wang carries. Turns out, Chen was not trying to be her friend, she was just gathering information. So they could bring this guy in to act like he's buying stuff, but really he's just trying to get information out of the lead. He did tell her that Wang comes in there like that, but again, that's not really proof. So Young's on the rooftop waiting for some shit to jump off, and here comes Lee. Except this time, Wang is with him. Young sneaks up by the garage, hears them talking, doing things, and then she starts recording them fucking. So now they got the evidence and everything, but her friends are now acting like they all scared to put it out. She's like, what the fuck you think we've been doing this for? We're doing this for Ren, you know what I'm saying? She's like, man, fuck all that, I'll put the shit out myself. So the next day, she calls her to the rooftop. She's like, yeah, I got that dirt on you. But we found out Wang's got dirt on Young too. So remember back to the flashback about that girl committing suicide after she was in this altercation? Well, it turns out Young was the one that gave her the beating for her to have, you know what I mean? And she stomped that girl out too. So Wang's like, if you put that video out, I'll put this video out. And you'll be exposed as nothing but a bully. So after a while, Young took time to think about it. Then we get a flashback with her and Ren in the rain. Then we get a flashback to one moment when they actually became friends. She listens to their favorite song and then she's like, you know what? Fuck that bitch Wang and everything she stand for. I'm putting this shit out. She sees it, but come to find out, it's actually 2 videos that came out, which was sent to everybody, including Ren. So we go back to the rooftop scene. So the one video she put out was the one when they was fucking or whatever like that. The second video she put out was Wang admitting to her on the rooftop that she actually set up Ren. Now, how was she able to do this? Because her phone was recording the whole time while she was staring at her. Yeah, your goofy ass get ridiculed and violated. Look at all stupid and shit. Get your punk ass out of here. So apparently that was her last day in school. She's waiting on her dad now. She calls and tells him she don't want to leave, but she's got to make one more trip. So she hops on a bus, goes to this dance studio building. And I'm thinking to myself, who is she about to go see? Oh shit, she goes sees that chick from the last school. It turns out she didn't commit suicide. She basically just wanted to apologize and tell her sorry face to face. She shows her what she did to her wrist. I guess what she was trying to slit him at. It was like, damn. She's like, all right, whatever. You said your piece. Now get the fuck out of my face. She goes right back to dancing. That's it. And that's the end of the movie. Man, that shit was wild. Girls Revenge on Netflix. Check it out. Like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. Slick, easy, all easy, best. Big. Good goddamn slogan.